Hello everybody, today I'm going to be ranking the Reborn fusions, worst to best, right now, doing it. Alright, let's go. What happens when you take two bad furnaces and combine them together? You get a still bad furnace. Basically, it's a weird, obstructed cell furnace that you have to wait to use. Now, it is objectively better than the Fracture, but who is really going to use this? Like, honestly, there's very little. That's what you do with it. This one isn't so bad as it is just pointless. This one's the Simcorp mine. Now, if you get this, it's not like it's the end of the world. Like, it's a Symmetrium mine, basically, just shaped differently. That's really all it is. It doesn't do anything else that's particularly special. If you take a normal Symmetrium mine and slap it with it, it does essentially the same amount of money. They got different particles. The particles on the other one admittedly look slightly cooler, but you're taking a bad mine and combining it with a good mine, and you get basically the same mine. I mean, they give the same amount of money. Maybe the ore changes later. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but it's not that useful. This one, if you get it early, it might be useful. This is the Sage Justice. Now, essentially, its friend, the normal Justice, is Justice. It's bad. And this one isn't too much better. So what you're basically getting is a funkier cell furnace with frogs on it. And that's about it. I mean, it's slightly better. So there's that. I mean, you could get it earlier, I believe, than the Blind Justice. So, I mean, it could be more useful, maybe. Other than that, you're not going to use it too much. Now we have the Lightning Bolt Predictor, a more compact size of the Lightning Bolt Refiner, with the Predictor coming afterwards, which grants an X amount of times of multiplier. Now, the only reason I say this is poor is because this combo is better. And not only that, but the Predictor part sucks because it's still a Predictor. Looks kind of nice, to be honest. Kind of one of the more bizarre fusions. But a Lightning Bolt Refiner and like the upgraded version of the Astral Predictor could work. Frozen Eclipse. Basically, it's the gold of Eclipse, gate of Eclipse, gate of Eclipse. What you get is a gate of Eclipse with a fire effect that is slightly better than a normal gate of Eclipse. Now, what would be competing with this is none other than this. And this is a no contest. This trumps this easily. So, that's basically all there is to it. Instead of a 1 quadrillion upgrade, it gives, like, per se, a 1.3 quadrillion upgrade, I believe. And probably slightly higher times, I would just assume. Other than that, yeah. In 7, we have the Aether Schrodinger, which acts like a normal Schrodinger, but better. That and it keeps the ores from going on for a moment. This one isn't too bad. It actually is a significant upgrade compared to the normal Schrodinger, and is probably the best Schrodinger in the game. That's actually a Schrodinger. So yeah, not bad. Now you might say the Frozen Eclipse is better than this, and that is somewhat true, but the thing is, for the Frozen Eclipse to be super useful, you have to use fire with it, and this is compact, and gives pretty great upgrades considering its size. That, and you can realistically use multiple of these, where with the Frozen Eclipses, you better have space, because, you know, they're slightly big. Number 6 is the Dragonglass Blaster. Now, if this was the very first Dragonglass Blaster, like Gen 1 Dragonglass, it would have been the worst Dragonglass, because Dragonglass then blew everything up, and now it only blows up ores that are very close to it. It's basically a very specific explosion. And with Molten Forge and the increased upgrader, it actually isn't even that bad now. It's actually pretty good. And admittedly, it does look amazing. So it gives pretty considerable times. For some reason, it's giving 96 times. That sounds a bit high, but it could be the Molten Forge doing that. So I'm just going to see without it. Yeah, it is. 8 times is still pretty good, though. So, for a blaster, that's good. The only thing that trumps this blaster is this blaster, which good luck getting this one, unless you're life 3,000 at least. Number 5, the Dark Illuminator. Basically, it's a much better ore illuminator. Except Illuminati as well, for whatever reason. 40 times base multiplier. 200 when clicked. And this small. It's kind of hard to beat it. Number 4, Quantum Clockwork. 25 times. You can get it early. It looks amazing. That's really all there is to it. On a side note, though, you can use a Quantum Ore Polisher and just the Clockwork part of this, and you can get a better multiplier, but that would be later in the game. But other than that, this upgrader is just flat good. I don't know why the other upgraders aren't like this one. Like, this is the dad, and the other ones are the bad sons. Next to this mine, which is 20 times with a flat mine? 20 times, and looks absolutely beautiful. Not only that, but it can stop particle effects. So you can slap one of those in. And bam, GGEs, you got muns for days. Strangely enough, that seems to give 10 times now with a particle effect. That might be how it works. Who knows? It's a great upgrader either way. Next, we have the... What? Next, we have the Diamond Breech-Loader, guys. Here it is. $1 quadrillion. And it's a giant mine. This is one of the only cases where the Reborn fusion of a mine is actually better than the evolved Reborn of the single mine. So, there's that. This thing's amazing. There's nothing else more to it than that. It's $1 quadrillion, and you can get it, maybe not early, but early enough to where you could easily exploit it during that period. So, if you're lucky enough, that is. And the ores are fairly compact, so you could use them in most upgraders. And that's about it. That's about it. And it's also huge, so it's bigger than this box even. Here's number 1. It's the catalyst. It's the catalyst. What were you expecting? It's money. Put it in the upgrader 400,000 times. Money. There's your money. That was number 1. Am I good now? Oh, but here's the real number 1, guys. Oh, here they are. Number 1, Reborn Fusions. The giant rock mixed with the giant rock fusion. Yeah, buddy. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this list. I hope you enjoyed my opinions. I hope they were correct to you and me. So if you got any more top lists I can do and any challenges that aren't completely stupid or impossible, like most of the ones I've been getting, post them in the comment section below. My commentary is terrible because this was a second video. I'll see you next time.